just made it to the South Pole. I did from the edge of the landmass to the South Pole, so that was my 700-mile expedition. I don't think there was ever a point I was scared. There were tough days, there were, you know, like really tough days, and they were the days that I took it a day at a time, to be honest. And at the end of the day, I'd put my tent up and you know, put the stove on and get some hot food and drink, and then it felt a bit better. Every bit of training helped me get there, and it was really tough at the start. I think I've spoken about Greenland quite a few times because it was one of my hardest training trips. Like, it took everything out of me. Like, financially, it took me, you know, I spent my life savings on it. It took me 7 months to pay it off. I was physically drained from it. I think mentally drained from it as well. Like, I found it really hard, but I learned so much from that. So getting out to train, yeah, it could be difficult when it was dark and cold here as well. And basically I would drag tyres around here. I would come to this area, pretty much kind of 3-4 times a week to drag my tyres around. I've always said that this expedition was about so much more than me, and I wanted to inspire people to push their boundaries. And I always thought, you know, if I want other people to be pushing their boundaries, I've got to do the same myself, you know. And Antarctica was something I didn't know anything about. It was to show that it doesn't matter where you start, you know, everybody learns. I didn't come from a family or community that knew anything about that world either. So, you know, it was all very strange to people, and I think a lot of people didn't understand what I was doing until literally just before I was going. So I'm really proud, and I think to see the effect and, you know, to see the positive, you know, news and things that has come out of it is really incredible. Just to see, you know, not just young people, but so many people that have been like, have told me that they started doing a little bit more because, you know, they're inspired by what I was doing, which is really special to me. Like with anything, the more you do, the more you realise you're capable of. So, you know, the crossing almost probably seemed impossible, but I still wanted to do it. And now it seems more possible that I've done this expedition. You could relate it to anything, you know, it doesn't have to be similar, honestly, like whatever it is you want to do. I had at least 2 days where there was like hardly any wind, and the sun was great, and it was just incredible out there, you know. Someone asked what my strength is. I think I would say mental resilience. I'm pretty determined, and when I get something in my mind, I want to do it. You learn a lot about yourself, you know, you are on your own, and mentally, you know, if I felt like it was getting tough, I would, in the evening, I'd listen to my voice notes that I had from those closest to me, which were great. I had a range of audiobooks, which I loved. You know, I had a lot from different South Asian authors, which was really powerful to me because it felt like I was spreading their word. Feeling pretty incredible right now. So happy to be done and be here, and pretty exhausted as well, but made it here in 40 days. Looking forward to getting a nap now. I wasn't sure about calling myself a woman of colour probably a few months before I left because I wasn't sure about how it would be perceived. And now I look back and I think, why would I not choose to identify myself a certain way because of what other people view? You know, it seems silly now. And so many people have come to me and they're so proud and glad that I now use my voice. So I just want to say to people that it's okay to step outside your comfort zone. You know, there are others like you. You know, my hope is that I've inspired them to like I said, just push any boundaries, whatever they are. And, you know, if you come from a community that doesn't necessarily kind of, you know, approve of you pushing boundaries, which I think a lot of people do, then, you know, just to take it step by step, and hopefully my story might help